Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Wednesday the 3rd of January 2024. What a great last 2 weeks or so for Warhammer 40k, JoyToy's Warhammer 40k line. You can see today that I am looking at the Astra Militarum, the Astra Militarum Cadian Armoured Sentinel 1/18 scale. This came today. And this was not shown that long ago and already released. I'm really excited about this. It looks absolutely fantastic on the box. Great that the figure appears to fit in the cockpit. We'll look on the back in a second, but that just looks so good. I just hope it can stand up nice and easily. So it comes with a stand for the figure. We can see that it does open as controls, but there's no picture. Oh yeah, there. You can see the figure just about. You can see his head sort of sitting down in the top there, so you can fit in. That's just fantastic. Figure looks great, very similar to a couple we saw on the Ordnance. I'll put links for the Ordnance reviews in the top right as we go along. This looks great, and even if you're not a 40k fan, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, this is great repainting that. If you're a Star Wars fan, get this, repainting that like a primitive ATST, a precursor to that perhaps. You know, this is going to be great no matter what sort of a sci-fi or possibly contemporary military advanced sort of universe you've got. This will work with a bit of paint. It just looks great. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, let me unbox this, set him up, and I'll be back in an instant. Stay tuned. And here it is. What a beauty. This looks really, really good. Quite simply done, but very, very effective. Not without at least one issue which I found, or two issues actually. One is easy to solve, the other one not so much, but look at that in a moment. But before we go into accessories, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now. Free for 7 days. You can see all the content before it's published on YouTube. There's exclusive content from time to time. There are also prize draws, including one this month for 3 action figures from the Asura, I can't remember what it's called now. Asura action figures. Put a link to the review in the top right if you want to see that. All 3 up for grabs for one lucky paid subscriber on Patreon. There's a prize draw last month which Dean McIntosh won. Well done again, Dean. Another prize draw coming soon. Okay, enough of the Patreon, but please join, please join. Let's have a look. So accessories, we get this figure base which you saw on the back. We get 2 pairs of additional hands. He comes with a right trigger and a, I'm not sure what the left hand's doing. Pizza, it's a perfect, I don't know, is it Italian? Whatever that hand there is doing. He also comes with a left open. He comes with the right hand doing what the left hand is doing. Maybe this is specific for the controls inside, not sure. And he comes with left and right closed fists. Let's look at the figure. Very similar to the other Cadians. Very cool. I think it needs maybe get a bit more light. A touch more. If paintwork's not great on the face, a bit of paint seepage onto his neck you can maybe make out there. But it's a nice looking figure. Again, the Cadians, the hands are just a bit comically big, which I'm not so keen on, but I think they're great looking figures. Comical proportions, you know, but still I do quite like them. And the gun looks fantastic and holds the gun particularly well. Let's get a look at the actual Sentinel itself. I'll turn the light off for this. Should be okay. We will see. Move it a little bit closer and I'll move the camera around. So we can see from the legs, we come up. See the gun. I don't like that seam line where it's sort of joined together, but other than that, it looks pretty cool. Come to the side. You see there's a sort of rub or whatever missing paint from the door. We'll look at that again in a second. Come round to the back. It is lacking some weathering. You can see there's some highlighting, some bits done on the black there. It does look good. Come on to the other, oops. This part does just come on and come off anyway, so that's not an issue at all. Come around to the other side. Looks good. Needs again a bit more paint work, a bit soppy in that part there. Looks pretty cool. And let's turn around one more time to the front again. Finish that close look. It is a nice looking toy. I do like that a lot. And you can see it is supporting its own weight rather well at the moment. So what we'll do now, we'll go through some of the features, well, articulation first, and then on the figure, then features and articulation on the Sentinel. Then we'll put Tim inside, see how he fits, and we'll do the size of the Sentinel, and then a quick comparison of the Sentinel with Invictor Warsuit to get an idea. So figure, I'm not expecting anything majorly new on him compared to the other Cadians. So he's got left and right, he's got up and down, very good up and down, side to side, arms all the way around. Shoulders, he's getting flat, and then a pocket on that side is getting in the way. About the same on the other side. Biceps is getting over 90, well done JoyToy. And just over 90 again. Trunk, tiny turn. Backwards is okay, forwards not so much. Side to side's okay. Waist, small movement. So together, forwards, it's okay. Backwards is alright. Sideways is pretty good, and he can turn. Not great, but he can turn. Hips, not bad. Forwards, not great. It turns out to the side. Backwards, not great again. It's a bit disappointing on that. There's a thigh turn, but that's really stiff. I'm scared to... There we go, that one's okay. I'm a bit scared to... There we go. Scared to do that. And then he's got a double kneecap. But he's got quite ugly knees underneath. But super tight, which is nice. No boot turn, which is a shame. His foot does have a swivel in, swivel out. He gets a small dorsiflexation, small tippy toe, and he does get the toe articulation as well. So Sentinel. Let's get a look at some of the features first of all, articulation. So top to bottom. So this is a loose part which you have to attach because it comes off in the box. Likewise, you have to attach a little aerial antenna thing. This does go up and down and does move around. This light thing at the top moves. The gun just goes up and down. The missile goes up and down. Doesn't go out. Doesn't come off, unfortunately. The door on this side does open. This is where one of my issues is with my one. Because you open it, it doesn't open particularly far. It sort of stops there. Then when you go to put it back in, it's moved off its hinge. So if you can see that there's a great big gap there. So I need to push it back in slightly. Get it to close. The next issue, if you open the top, it stops there. No further than that. Because the little, don't know what that part is there. We call it a periscope, but it's not. The little exhaust vent or something gets in the way. Now what you can do is that does actually come off. It only fits on one way. Then you can open it further. The guy can pop in. The other thing is you've got that little hatch which opens on top there as well. And that's okay even with that there. The antenna is just a loose fit in, which I don't mind. Okay, so now we're going to see what other articulation we have. So we've done the main parts. Let's see the top part. There is a really good side to side. Sort of not really a turn. It's more of a diagonal swivel. But that's okay. The legs, really good backwards. And this is from the hips. Pretty good forwards, but the gun gets in the way. Is there any outwards? There is a small outwards and inwards. The first knee joint, very far. Second knee joint, quite good as well. Then the ankles, we get a nice tippy toe and dorsiflexation. There is a swivel, but it's not very stiff, which is a bit worrying. If you get to certain positions, it may not hold its weight. But if I'm like this, is going to fall over. So you need to get a good forwards angle, then come backwards on the legs to get it to sort of stand up nicely. And there we go. In effect, it should be able to. I actually can't step up that high, if I'm honest. I was hoping for higher, but the knee position is not really supporting that, which is a shame. But what it can do is it can step and pose very nicely indeed. Very, very cool. I actually think it looks great. Again, this is such a great toy to repaint and match any of the other stuff. The missile, can it be taken off? This side door doesn't open. There's no hinge for it, but there's no door anyway. The missile, I'm guessing, is to pull out. Yeah, just a plug in, pull out. So that's very easy. This is just a push and pull out anyway, but that's too big to fit in there anyway. So you can take the missile off, makes it easy for painting stuff. You can put people to stand on the sides there if you want to. This is like a counterbalance. Oh, this moves as well. Do you realise that? A counterbalance, but that moves as well, which is pretty good. I quite like that that walking posture. Just adds a sense of, I'll say realism, but practicality to it. It can actually move. Okay, so the pilot. We can open this. Again, it's going to come out the joint. Does it go any further than that? We've not looked inside yet, and that's as far as it goes. We'll look inside in a little while. But he could stand there by the door. He looks like he's not going to fit through that door. We've got the small hatch here. I love the way they shaped that so it doesn't catch on the light. He'll stand in that. Get his arms upwards, actually. He'll stand in that particularly well. Look at that. Sort of your ATST sort of a look. Very, very cool. Then let's get a quick look inside, and then after that I'll try and fit him in quickly and see how that goes. Let me just take this pot off again. That's as far as it goes. Let's have a look. So you can see there are some controls painted in there. The seat is painted, which is nice, and more buttons on the side. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. In fact, if I open this hatch here, we can just look through there. It should be slightly easier. There we go. Very, very nice. Can I fit him in easily? It's got a roll bar in there. Looks like he should sit down very easily, in fact. See if his hips will allow him to do it. His hand keeps popping off on this right side. It's a bit of a shame. But that's an easy fix. There we go. He is in. Sits nicely. Looks good. This can close. His head does not impede that whatsoever. So that is very, very nice indeed. Let's put this back on. What I'll do now is I'll make it into a or try to make it into a taller configuration, so we get a better idea of actually how tall it is. Unfortunately, I don't think the ankle is going to support the weight too well. The ankles just want to lean forwards, but that's about as tall as he goes. Now the legs are giving way. Come on, legs, you can do it. Nope. See? It needs to be stiffer on the joints there. Just not quite stiff enough when it's up high like this. He's doing it again now. Okay, he's holding it for now. So this is as tall as I can get it. So we go to the top of the cab, and that is about 20, just under 28 cm. To the very, very top, this part here, to the top of that is around about 30 cm. So it is quite big in that configuration. Does look really nice. I keep saying that. I think it looks great. Okay, just compare it to Invicta Warsuit, because that's a very big, bulky, chunky boy. I won't compare it with a Dreadnought or with the Dread Knight. Getting this stand up. Okay, so compared to our beautiful Invicta Warsuit, Invicta Warsuit is slightly taller, a lot broader, but they look great together. Very, very nicely done by JoyToy. Very happy with that. So the only things I would say, again, that they could have improved on is joints here need to be slightly stiffer. So there's not a screw can screw for that, number one. Number two, that door, they should have changed it so it can open wider, because that's almost, that's impractical. You can't get in from there. It looks like this box has a handle. Does the handle come up at all? No, it's just a fixed handle like that. You could I guess change the missile to the other side, then it'll be shooting backwards. That'd be a bit silly. But you know, it's mainly that door is the thing for me. Again, the joints, and the last thing is that this book is annoying. Is that hatch at the top? It's gonna just bang on that, and see his knees are giving away now, which is annoying. But that is such a fantastic release. I really like that a lot. I am tempted to get 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more. I'm saying that, my wife's not looking over, so she's not listening, so I'm okay. No, I'm tempted to get 1 more. Whether I will or not depends on how many toys I sell the next month or so, because I've got hardly any space in my apartment, my rented apartment here in China. Okay, so Awesome Toys selling out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.